sounds like we're recording. I'm here. We're here. Congratulations. If you're live, you just got to listen to, I don't know, I would say like 4 minutes of Fire Emblem talk.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all I really had to add to this discussion was silently swearing as I tried to get technology working. Assumably, the problems that beset us 2 weeks ago have been solved by removing all transparency images. Unfortunately, that means that picture of Kelly is gone until Sunspirit gets me a replacement. I asked him for a replacement 2 weeks ago. I know he's in chat, so I'm just shaming him real quick.
Why don't you just make a version of it without the transparency?
I don't know how to do that, Dave.
You drag it into Photoshop and you save it as a JPEG.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can
goodness.
compress all the layers, just make it all one layer.
I'll think about it. I might have the technical skills to do that. I'm just an electrical engineer.
You drag it into Paint and then you save it.
You know what? I don't want to hear about y'all motherfuckers. I put in a fuck ton of work for today. Y'all are gonna have handouts. They're gonna be colored. This is
Holy shit.
handwriting and
You
shit.
had 2 weeks, so
You know, I have other shows, and I'm trying to play some Fire Emblem, Dave. Give me a break here. I put in work. Can you not just appreciate that?
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hard to tell whether you're lying or not, though, because
I'm not.
your character is never honest. All right, so my intro announcements
Here's
beyond.
a note that says I'm telling the truth. This is a forgery. So
Quick announcement is, if you go to Teespring, you can search for the APGamingREAL merch store and buy APGamingREAL merch. Maybe maybe Friday's coming up and you've got some spare money and you'd like to buy an overpriced t-shirt. Hold your horses. If the gear that's currently in the store doesn't appeal to you directly, there will be New Game Plus specific merch coming out over the next few weeks as my artist
Nice.
revamps the old artwork to turn it into t-shirt capable shit.
Oh,
Including-
shit. So I can get a t-shirt of someone else's character besides mine?
Yes, but you could also get your own character on a t-shirt.
That actually would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would
can
actually
it just
be pretty
be
cool.
like the Who's That Pokemon, but Finley Longbottom?
It's Pikachu!
I'm sorry, I
No,
don't understand.
no.
I thought his name was Linley Flogbottom. That's what it says in
That's
my
right.
notes.
here's a couple of ideas for some t-shirts, right?
Oh my god. All right. I will
You've got
listen and not
the
write them
Who's
down.
That Pokemon? That's a good one for Finley.
Uh-huh.
Then we've got the what is it that what's that old TV show with the family of
Dave, I like the comic with the ice sword or frost blade or whatever.
Yeah.
Those-
yeah.
those-
Yeah.
All right. We'll turn that off until we figure out what the problem is.
I'm pretty sure it's just the images, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's why I'm turning them off for now. I don't understand why it's only this show, though. It's so weird.
I don't know. It could be anything. Could be the location of the images. Could be literally anything, dude. OBS is a giant. Look here. If you want to actually have like an image rotating thing that's safe to use,
Mhm.
go use like what's it called? Like Stream Elements and create like a rotating image inside of that, and then drag that element from Stream Elements onto your stream. That way, it's not locally hosted, and it's just a, like you just capture a browser source or something like that.
You're saying words. I will write them down and attempt to use them.
Cool. All right. Should save you. Should save you. Yeah. I mean, I would like to request Arthur
Mhm.
a metal cover T-shirt for New Game Plus.
No.
That is the only T-shirt that I will legitimately wear.
That's fine. I get the t-shirts that my artists can make for me. And I
Or
don't know
something
that
like this,
I don't know that metal cover band Cart Nuts straight out of Magnar is going.
Battle juice. Thank you very much.
The only role playing T-shirt I've ever bought is the I forget the name of the game, but the Shadowrun game that JP did.
Not Swan Song.
Mirror Shades.
Mirror Shades.
Mirror Shades. Yeah, they had a really cool T-shirt for that.
Bomb
Like,
threat
that
one.
was, yeah, the one with all the skulls and the dove sitting on it and stuff. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, no, I don't know. T-shirts or whatevs.
The Docket
It
T-shirt
is,
was just being all over print of like purple wispy smoke.
Oh yeah.
Well, Rad is working on retouching everybody's alter forms and then creating Kelly's altered.
Nice.
Less sexy Dragonborn and more like ripped.
Monstrous
muscle.
Dragonborn.
Yeah. You know, speaking of ripped Dragonborn, let's talk to Spootnik.
Muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm great. Been playing Fire Emblem, but I think we've kind of already gotten into that. haven't
Wait a
we?
sec. Hold up. I have to restart the stream again.
Uh-oh.
Why?
I'll tell you why when the stream comes back. Just give it a second. Okay, we're back. We need to give them 5 seconds for the stream to catch up. Okay, so whenever this crashes, it switches back to the last profile it had before the crash.
Uh-huh.
The profile I had before the crash is the Fire Emblem Switch recording profile. It saves data and also outputs the data to the stream at a much higher rate, at the kind of rate where Twitch is going to get really fucking annoyed if I do more than 1 minute of streaming at that rate.
What, 6,000 kilobytes a second?
No, more like 15.
What? Why?
I don't know. That's just what it ended up defaulting to. Look, we restarted. We're back where we were. We're fine. Spootnik,
Okay.
let's talk about you.
Yeah. Just been playing some Fire Emblem. It's pretty damn good.
I agree. It is pretty damn good.
The Black Eagles is the house that you should play for your first playthrough.
I don't know about that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Does kick it does kick a humongous amount of ass, but also there's some serious shit going on.
Yeah. It's good though. It's really fucking good. It's a great game. I cannot wait. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if we were broadcasting it or not, but second playthrough is going to be the Golden Deers for sure.
They caught it.
The Blue Lions just seem really boring to me. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but like in the Blue Lion one, basically Edelgard becomes like a Nazi level villain, basically.
Oh no, she's that in the Black Eagle playthrough too.
No,
It's
she's
just that
not. Okay,
I'm on her side.
look, that is not even remotely true. It makes perfect sense from her point of view. What she's doing is not fascist. It's literally the minimum level of safety for the world.
Yeah, that's true.
But I decided that was the case.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
don't worry about it.
well, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but I think it's somewhere in between what both Arthur and Dave are saying is where she lies.
No, that's not true.
I think
All I'm
she's gonna
saying,
so
all I'm
far.
saying is there's a character named Ferdinand and she hates them. So
Yes.
Ferdinand, no, that's not true. Her and Ferdinand have a contentious relationship.
kind of like never mind.
Hatred is too far. All right. I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but basically, Ferdinand always pushes himself to be better than her because his job is to be her advisor in the future, and he needs to be able to make decisions from a different point of view than hers.
So, you know, the funny thing, though, about my playthrough is that
Well,
I'm
all
not
the
very,
good students die.
well, yeah, I'm not very protective, but it's only the It's only the students that are have mounts that die. So like every time I finally get someone with a mount, I'm like, thank fucking God. Now I can like move across the battlefield. Dead. First battle, dead. Every time. Every fucking time. And I don't know why. I don't understand. I don't get it. But whatever.
It's
whatever.
probably you end up getting archery snipe because archers do double or triple damage versus.
It's not even. It's not even that. It's not even.
No, they don't do triple damage to.
They have like advantage
for flying creatures. Yes, but for horseback, like cavalry, no.
I got to
Yeah.
tell you, this is not a problem that I've had. I'm
don't
finally
know
up
why.
to. I'm finally up to 2 Pegasus Riders / Falcon Knights, and it is amazing and awesome. I snatch Ingrid up, and now Ingrid and Petra just go riding off into a corner of the map and just deal with everybody over there.
Well, I just send Edelgard and I have like just so many archers. My magic users are kind of shit still. I mean,
That's
they heal
incredible.
people,
I don't know how that happened.
but
The Black
my
Eagle team has
archers are
the
amazing.
Yeah, no, I have Ash, and he's just like fucking super long distance away.
Yeah.
Fucking snapping
Bernadetta is the
every-
queen of archery.
Petra, Shamir, and fuck, what is the nerdy boy with the glasses?
Ignatz.
Ignatz. Yes.
Damn, I can't believe you're using Ignatz as an archer.
Dude,
No, yeah, he is an archer though.
he is.
No, he's not. He's a mortal savant. That dude can unlock secret sword and secret book.
All I know is that those three, I literally have one on the left side of the map, one in the center, and then one on the right side, and then Edelgard just runs around cleaning up the fucking mess.
You need to be looking at Hubert having a 3 to 4 range magic cast,
I
instant
think
killing
Hubert's
people.
dead.
Oh my god, he's
Yeah.
literally the best magic caster of the whole game.
Yeah, I
He's
think he
even
died
better
in
than the main
very-
character.
I think he died in the very first battle
Oh.
where someone died. You lose them.
You missed so much story. You don't know half of what's going on with the Black Eagles if Hubert
Oh
is
no,
dead.
he still is in all the cutscenes and everything.
Oh,
When you lose
That's
people, they don't disappear from the game. You just can't
What?
bring them into battle.
that's
And you
super
can
odd.
still talk to them in the monastery, but you can't give them gifts or up your support level or anything like that.
That is so
Talk
dumb.
to them. So they don't die. They go, oh, I gotta retreat because and they're still in the game, but you can't do anything with them except talk to them in the monastery, and that's it.
I don't know if that's true or not because I've had characters like do like huge slow down death things. I've had them say that they'll retreat. I've also had them say that they do like the slow motion like death scream.
Mm.
I'm not at this.
I never let them get to that point. I always reverse the time when that happens. But
See, I always forget about reversing the time. I've actually never
This Fire Emblem noob right here.
I've never reversed the time. Or like I'll be like, oh yeah, I can reverse time, and I remember it like the beginning of the battle, and then like I get so into the fucking battle, and then when someone like at this point, if someone dies, I'm just like no, and then I continue on, and then the battle ends, and I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh well, whatever. Like I have 7 people. That's it. 7 people. And I am slaughtering everybody.
I'm doing what I can to juggle 16 people.
I can't even fathom.
You know what it's like being able to field 11 people and 3 adjutants? It's so good. It's
I don't even have adjutants. Don't even have them.
well, hire them
Fuck
from the travelers then.
I know where they get them from.
Okay.
Fuck them. Fuck them. I do this shit on my
I
own.
mean, you should get my Edelgard to be advantage. Amazing.
By the way, is your
guard is pretty awesome.
is your name in the game AP? Arthur?
No, it's Arthur.
But is your like username AP?
I don't know. Probably.
Because I
Yeah.
think I've ran into your character a couple of times.
Is it Edelgard?
Yeah, it's Edelgard.
Yeah.
And at
with the
one point
Master Seal.
she was in like big bulky armor.
Yeah, I made her a
The
Fortress
Fortress?
Knight because she's amazing at it.
I think that
she's
the
a
character
Fortress
been-
Knight for me as well.
Yep.
She
Yep.
fucking destroys people.
I mean, her
Okay.
new class destroys people even harder.
You mean the whatever the Lord, High
Yeah.
Lord, Great Lord, whatever the fuck.
Armored Lord.
Anywho, yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I've been doing.
Drumurboy, I noticed that you're still alive. We got through the Fire Emblem talk. What do you got? I understand that your apartment is exploding around you.
It's been a Monday was a
super
weird
low.
day. What?
You're low. You're low. You're quiet.
Don't tell him that. Now he's not talking at all.
He's like, I've never encountered this phenomenon before. I didn't know that one could be low.
How about now?
Yes, that's better.
Great. Windows updated and fucked with audio settings.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Story
that to
of my
happen to me
life.
tomorrow.
I didn't update mine yet. I said, fuck off, remind me later.
Monday was cool though. Okay. The lady above me, she's like legally deaf, which is great for me because I make music for a living, so there's no neighbor conflict there.
I bet she
Those-
farts like really loud.
No, she steps very heavily. So like she was stomping around above my bedroom at like 5 a.m. I'm like, whatever. I guess I'll go on my phone and try to fall back asleep. So I fell back asleep, and then I heard like this gigantic crash, and I was like, what happened with? I thought it was like her upstairs until I woke up and found all my magic cards that were on a shelf bolted into the wall all over my room. The shelf had fallen out of the wall in the night. So I'm like, oh, fucking sick. Cool. And then I clean that up, walk out to my desk. It would have been raining all night and there's water all over my desk. So fucking great. So clean that up. And then I was just trying to get through the day for work and like contacting the landlord to make sure everything was like, I'll let them know that there's damage in the apartment now. And all that shit. And then I have it's called a GFI. It's like it's a inline breaker in the outlets. And if it goes out, if it trips, I lose power to the side of my main room. And it has been tripping like 8 times an hour. Like every time I would load up a game of Warframe and go into a public thing, it would trip. So now I've got nothing plugged into there, and I've got an extension cord running to my kitchen, so I can use the kitchen circuit for my shit.
Wow.
But that happened all on Monday.
Are you rent controlled?
What?
Is your place rent controlled?
Rent controlled?
Yeah. Like is your rent not allowed to change while you're living there?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
Because when I was living in San Francisco, the landlords used to do nefarious shit to people's apartments in order to get them to move out so they can bump the rent.
No, I just let my landlord know. He's usually really good about it.
Hmm.
He hasn't gotten back to me for a little bit, but it's just a lot of shit in one day. Maybe like he owns a lot of places around here though, so we had rain for literally 30 hours straight. So I'm assuming there's some flooding and shit that happened.
Right.
But it'll get sorted. It's just all in one day, kind of like, what the fuck?
No, I get that.
I want to follow up on 2 subjects. The first is that if you don't know what rent control is, but you're curious to learn more, you can watch the MTV documentary Joe's Apartment, which explains what rent control is and shows a landlord attempting to drive a tenant out.
I'll have to see if that's a thing in Canada. I don't know.
Probably
it's-
not.
it-
It's much
probably
bigger
not.
in the
It's-
United States with fucking with people.
Oh yeah. No, it's even even foreigners had to deal with that shit. Like, oh, we want to increase the rent by $80 a month. So I'm gonna fucking just be the biggest piece of shit in the entire world until you leave.
Mhm.
Oh, what's that? Your heater's broken? I might have broke it. Who knows? Like, yeah. Weird. Anyway.
And for those wondering what a GFI is, that's a ground fault indicator. If that's tripping, that means that there's a problem with the transmission line.
Yeah, there was a problem with it before as well. Like we we kind of like mess with it. And that's the one, like that line. I've got all my stuff hooked up to that, so it might also be like there's a faulty wire that just over time some of the insulation must have something. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's tripping repeatedly, you definitely want to have somebody look at that because it's real bad.
Yeah, that's why I contacted him, and they're like super paranoid about fires because their daughter-in-law was in like a huge house fire. They were fine, but they looked like one of her roommates died in that fire, so they're like super against. Like I can't even have candles here, like no open flames whatsoever. So like that's a problem that they should probably look at relatively fast. Anyway, that's my personal life drama.
Okay.
Other than that, just doing work on something that I can't talk about, but it's super specific and it's very stressful. It's turning out okay. Like I got a solid 47 seconds of it so far. It sounds kind of convincing, but it's very specific. If you
solid
want to hit
47 seconds sounds like a really good album title.
Yeah. That would be a punk album and there'd only be one song. Here's a hint though.
No one could see that. It was only half on camera.
That's great because I'm not supposed to say anything anyway. So
Okay, it was literally just the letters P and A.
It said science. That's all I saw.
Who can say? Who can say?
Yeah. Other than that, lots of Warframe.
You know, speaking of Warframe, let's talk to the Warframe waifu expert, Atomikspoon.
That's what?
I know it's
Got
100%
That
true.
one didn't even.
Got him.
Yeah, because that doesn't make sense. I'm like working
Uh-huh.
years. It's so.
So you went to go get cigarettes and never came back?
No. Yeah, no, I haven't been doing a whole lot because it's been hot as shit and it sucks and my wrist sucks and I'm probably gonna have to have surgery on it. I get to have another MRI done on that because they did an MRI last week, but somebody back when they wrote the order, they didn't do it with contrast, so I get to do that again. So that's fun. Contrast just makes you feel like you're gonna piss yourself for 20 minutes, so that's fun. But other than that, I haven't really done anything since Saturday. Yeah, because it's Florida and it's hot. That's pretty much it. I mean, playing some Warcraft and then listening to many 40K audiobooks because I don't have a problem at all. Not a little bit. So it's hot and boring here in Florida and it sucks. And I don't recommend coming here. Run away. Run very far away.
Okay. Got anything else?
No, not really.
Dave.
Hello.
Dave.
So I'll make this quick because I actually have to go to the toilet. I'm sorry. But we have a Kickstarter for Outer's Blood up right now. You can go check that out. We're almost at the goal, which is really good. I signed a new game to the studio. It's called Good Night Night. It is a Binding of Isaac / Zelda / Dark Souls type game. It's really good. You can go check that out. You can buy it right now on itch as well. And I've been doing the marketing for a game called Flowscape. And we did the marketing so fucking well that American talk show wanted to bring him on. So, yeah, that's my news. Anyway, sorry, I really got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll find something to talk about while you're not here.
Oh,
All right, Dave's not here. Let's do that secret talk show we do when Dave's not around.
Came back just to like. Oh yeah, I gotta pitch an idea for a video game to Dave when he comes back.
Okay, well, you can pre-pitch it to us, throw it at us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching a friend LZT play The Last of Us for the first time.
Yeah.
And it got me
I was
thinking
there for
about
part
like
of it.
about like stealth games.
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
how awful the minions are. I wonder if in the line of like Football Manager Simulator, if you could have like a stealth minion simulator where you
Escort
can like
manager
interview with them
simulator.
with like stats and see how bad they are at noticing things, like see how short their short-term memory is, see how if they've got like any really weird phlegm problems so they have to keep coughing all the time, kind of like hire them to protect a bank vault or something like that.
He must have been super early in that game.
Yeah, he was 6 hours in but he already beat it, I think. So, but like
Well,
even with my playing through like Thief and Deus Ex and stuff like that, I'm like, I wonder if anyone's done that, like randomly generated minions that you have to interview to hire for like a stealth video game in your management sim.
I don't think so. It seems like it'd be up there with Cultist Simulator and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they do pretty well.
Well,
Or something like, I want to say like sort of RimWorld or like Oxygen Not Included, those kind of games.
sure.
Like AI built stuff, but then you like make your shit. And the only good AI is the enemy AI.
I mean, even the enemy aren't that good in RimWorld. So
You know, I feel like mentioning BattleTech / Mech Warrior. They started a Kickstarter. They expected to get 130,000, I think, out of it. They set it pretty low. So for years, for almost a decade, you can't get the miniatures to play BattleTech anymore from the actual company. And the people who make the pewter stuff have been overcharging. Like metal figurines are very expensive. And so the main company, Catalyst, decided they were going to make plastic mini molds and that kind of shit. And then sell them, you know, for like $5 or less. So they're like, well, 30,000 is the minimum we need, and we'll do stretch goals up to like 130,000. First day they broke 1 million. Now they broke 2 million. And in response, they've given everybody double their order. So whatever you get, you'll get twice as much stuff.
Sick.
Yeah. So the Kickstarter for BattleTech is going pretty insane. BattleTech Clan Invasion. And it's the Clan Invasion is the good stuff. It's when all of the good mechs get released. They look great. They got the best weapons.
Nice.
Premium. 25 years and the Clan Invasion is like everything after that starts to suck.
What size are the minis from Mech?
I assume they're like D&D sized, you know.
Yeah, but like with mech stuff, if you want to actually have like maybe like magnetic arms and like guns and shit that you can put on it, it has to be like another like
I don't think
a
they're that
4-inch figure or
size.
something like that.
no, they're not. They're probably like 32 or 40 millimeter minis. So that's like the standard size for a lot of that kind of stuff.
I'm just saying, at $2 million, you might be able to make like a bigger one with like modular parts.
I
that you
mean,
could
look,
magnetic
man,
on there.
people have made. I don't know if you've seen the Mad Cat Halloween outfit where the dad made a Mad Cat, and then his kid was in the baby carrier that's secondary as a cockpit on the front end. And so he was walking around with a baby on his stomach, being like, "Pew pew, shoulder mounted rockets everywhere." Super good.
That's
There's a
awesome.
guy that built a, I don't know whatever happened to him. This is back in the, I guess the early 2000s, was building I think it was like it's like a third or half scale Mad Cat in his backyard. I think it's fucking huge.
I mean, people now have full scale robots that go fight each other in Japan.
Yeah, but this is just like a dude doing his backyard for shits and giggles, not, just on a budget or whatever. This is like
Oh, man.
early 2000s.
Speaking of people doing crazy shit, I came across the streamer he's a flight sim streamer. Like, what was it? Microsoft
Flight Simulator.
just
Oh yeah,
Is it
yeah,
just
like
flight-
Flight Simulator 10.
yeah, but he built like a gigantic metal metal cage, like an actual cockpit replica
Yeah,
with like two of those super wide
projector screens.
well, not projector screens, they're like the curved ultra wide monitors,
Mm,
and
yeah.
they're daisy chaining those together. But then he's also got like window slats in the actual cockpit, so it's like
Mhm.
the cockpit and then the screens outside. But then he also has like the camera inside the cockpit with him, with all like huge
I mean,
joystick shit.
that's how actual flight simulators are. I had
Yeah.
to when I was a aircraft maintainer, in order to get license to run up the engines out on the flight line. I actually had to sit in the simulator, and it's literally like a computer screens and the cockpit. It's crazy.
Yeah. But this guy built it all in his computer room, and he streams on Twitch. I don't remember the name. Should go find it. But it's also like a hydraulic. It's on hydraulics as well. So like the entire thing when he pitches, then it's like
Yeah, there was there used to
roll,
be an arcade version of Crimson Skies that was on 6 degree or 6 degrees of freedom or whatever hydraulic gimbal. That was crazy. You could do like 80 something degrees in any one direction. It was insane. But they broke down all the time, so naturally nobody really bought them. But it's like you can find them occasionally pop on eBay that people refurb for stuff like that.
yeah, that shit's crazy to me. Like people building gigantic metal things just to stream their hobby and their.
I don't know, man. I remember I saw this one guy playing DDR. He's using the DDR pad to play World of Warcraft. He was macros and his movement and shit. That was
That's
like 3 or
insane.
4 years ago, and he got to the max level doing just that.
Well, there's the guy, the Overwatch guy that like plays characters with random objects. Like
Hey, like I'm playing Lucio on a banana or whatever the fuck.
it was Winston on a banana and Lucio with like the DJ Hero pad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's all themed and shit. It's so funny.
I mean, there was a guy that did Legend of Zelda while playing on the Ocarina controller.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's
he
really
played the
cool.
whole game on that. You know how hard it is to do timing with that? All right. We ready to kick this thing off? Dave, are you live? You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Does anyone remember what happened last time? Man, I feel like I'm
I
rushing my
do.
words today.
I have a fucking write up, dude.
My goodness, Drumurboy, have you, like you have for the past 3 episodes, created a write-up to remind everyone of what happened?
I did.
Do you remember that you guys have breakfast at an inn waiting for you and you're now drunk in the middle of the day?
Oh shit. Yeah.
I thought it was nighttime.
Well, if it's nighttime now, then
It's
thought
the
we were
day.
just
It's
like-
the daytime of the night.
that
I
breakfast
thought
has
we
been
were
waiting a long time for
partying
you.
all night because Kelly tried to get the human back,
Well,
and I tried to like wingman Agram for the drunk girl in the bar.
yeah.
Anyway, you want me to read this shit?
Oh yeah, sure.
It's very point form, some of it. So we woke up in a mountain. Upon leaving our reset rooms, we realized the swamp is different than any other time we've reset. As the day continued, many things were an alternate version of how they'd always been for us. The mask revealed that destroying the crystal altered the material plane significantly, as the crystals are manifestations of the old god's power. The crystals dictate or enforce a single timeline that we've been outside of for some time. Going through the weirdness that was meeting the new, in quotes, best Kelly, and now exploring the world with NPCs we knew from before, but with new aspirations and life choices, we entered the Adventurers Guild at long last. In the guild hall, we met Lycidia, who's no longer a raving wizard, under the control of Acheron Silverblade, and her adventuring group. Somewhere in there, Linley Fongbottom eats a substantial amount of guild dues reports. The two groups mingle a bit and share a night of merrymaking and smoking up. Daka suggested the two groups adventure together for a short time, as we're new to this world, and they can adventure with a higher grade party because we are D grade and they're
You
F
are.
grade.
Means you're capable of taking secret quests.
Yeah. All the while, the unnamed mask keeps whispering to Daka that someone in the other group might remember some of the lies of the past in some fashion or another. That's kind of like it's more of a Daka's journal kind of thing. So if you guys ever want to like write up a small thing of what you think the session was about, I think that might be cool. But anyway, that's what I remembered. Met up with a whole bunch of NPCs that are way different than before. And then we're going to the Elven Ruins in the southeast.
The very first thing that happens, sun has a false dawn in the eastern sky.
Oh wait, there was one other thing that we did. We talked to the guy who was the assassin in the previous life. He's running the guild now.
Yes, he is.
And we did the we convinced him on someone else's paycheck to find us information about crystals.
That's true.
Yes, put it on the paycheck of the Foundwater Consortium.
That's it.
And they sound
Definitely
like
not
a very
the
reasonable...
assassin consortium.
Yeah, sound like pretty reasonable individuals. All consortiums are. So the first thing that happens is with the false dawn happening out the eastern windows, Lycidia has pulled out her notes and is going over management stuff with Daka about. So she has not drunk very much at all, and she's still like super chipper, even though it's 4 a.m. So we've got Lycidia's notes here on what the different ranks mean. And if you recall, 4 members or more of a particular rank can take a quest 1 rank level above that. And you are always limited by the lowest ranked member of your party. So you guys are all currently D ranked.
Yeah.
I see Stalvin Black at the top of that list.
Some have called Stalvin Black the Archfiend, the Duke of Pax. Why does it say the Duck of Pax? It should say Duke. For sure. 100% should say Duke of Pax.
It seems
No, but
Pax is better.
Everything's changed now in this reset, so it's definitely a duck.
He is a Duke, not a duck. They're all titles for him.
I heard he's a quack.
I'm not going to push all of them to the front, but if you go to the handout section, there's a section called Adventuring Guild Handouts, which contain the 5 current levels of questing available on the adventure board. So Kelly, Gustav waves you over to come look at quests with him. While Lycidia
remind me
shows
which one was Gustav. It's been a
Gustav is the human fighter, leather armor, big swords. You tried to
The one
hit
with
on
the
him, and
wife,
he
right?
rejected
Yeah,
you because
okay.
he's married and has a kid.
Yeah, got it.
So he's standing in front
I'll-
of the adventuring board and just says, "Hey,
Are you alright?
you wasted?"
So it's the same day still?
I mean, it's 4 a.m. of the next day.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Am I wasted?
Tell
It's
me.
fine.
I don't know Kelly's level of imbibement.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just roll a con save.
I see.
I think I'm good. I just
Right.
sort of look at him and it's like, you really? No, I was, but it doesn't last long. You know, high metabolism, all that.
So he slams a hand on the wall to help steady himself. And he says, "This is the only time I ever go to pick up quests."
When you're drunk?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the method here? Do you just sort of close your eyes and point?
No. We usually take the same one every 10 day.
The same one?
Yeah. So take a look here. There's a set of quests that are all grouped together rather than just like pasted up. And the client on all 4 of them is the Adventuring Guild, and they all are to go to the Elven Ruins of Halmdwyn Hall.
That sounds nice. Let's take that one.
Yeah, that's the one we're gonna take. Look, I know you were interested in, you know, doing quests at the same time as us, and
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, we're pretty limited in what we could do. We're hoping that we can help Lycidia increase to the next rank this time around.
Okay. So
So, if I'm recalling correctly, you guys are C ranked. So look, we're gonna take a quest in the A district. If you want to take a quest in the E district, you'll be right next to us. If anything happens, we can come help you. You can come help us. Probably to be the other way around. You will come help us.
all right. Well, I do have a request though.
Sure.
Favor in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Which one?
Which one? What?
Which one's in this other region?
So, I'm gonna show you guys how doing the hall works. So the city is like a giant circle, right? As any city would grow in that kind of general direction. They divide it between inner and outer spheres, and they go upper left is A, then B, C, D, and then the inner plates are E, F, G, H, and then there's an underground section which is considered much more dangerous, which is I, J, K, L.
Is it like Midgard, basically? Final Fantasy
Yeah,
VII,
kind of.
you know?
Yeah,
Is
but
stacked or
it's just that the city is so. It's not that they're built upwardly. It's just that the outer stretch is nowhere near as dangerous as the inner part of the city.
gosh.
And he's taking the outer.
Yes, they're
Think?
taking the northwestern outer one that's closest to Flemia.
And we're rank D, yes?
That's correct.
Okay, not C. All right.
Well,
we can
you
take C. We can take C ranked
a
missions.
rank above if all 4 of you are all D rank.
Okay.
So you can either take a D rank solo, or you could take a party C rank.
Well, the only one I see here that's a D rank, or there's only one C rank, and then there's an F rank. There's no D rank stuff in there.
That's correct.
So, I mean,
There's
I
actually
guess it would
another.
be-
There's a whole second C rank as well.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, the half elven suppression quest.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 5 gold pieces for the patrol, though. I mean that. Yeah, we have our own reasons to do. We could probably take the underground. No, that's A rank. We can't do that. Just trying to open them all so we can see. So there's the Hataluna Hall outer sector. Yeah, okay. Which one do you guys want to take? I guess we'll be doing the outer sector one at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the less dangerous.
That's the
one?
least
That-
dangerous possible.
But that's the one that the other guys are taking, yeah?
Yes. So they're taking a quest here.
Can we take the outer sector and the half elven suppression? just sort
Yes,
of-
you can take as many as you want, but you need to be capable of finishing them.
So what if we help these guys out with their patrol, and then when we're done, we just move on down?
Move into the center.
Yeah, and do the suppression one. Yeah.
So the suppression quest is not in Haldween Hall.
Oh, it's
It's
not?
to go kill that guy, the half-elven druid.
Oh, right. Okay. Half elven. Right. Yes. Okay. Sure. I was reading that wrong. Okay. Sure. Let's just do for now the outer sector one, I guess.
So you can do an outer sector one, but it looks kind of like this. They're going to do the A sector one, and Gustav has said you guys could do the E sector if you want to remain close.
Yeah,
If
I
you'd
think
rather
that
take an
one.
easy mode one, you could take B or D.
No, let's do the E sector. I think we're capable of doing.
Which one is the E sector quest? Sorry.
That would be inner sector.
I don't see that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You're correct.
That's why I was confused because we don't see that one ever. Yeah.
Yep,
Ah.
my bad. There it is.
There we go. Yeah.
The only one that I didn't set up correctly. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that one.
And
Take that one sector.
what type of report are we expected to return with?
Are you taking the adventure plate over to Celestine at the Guildhall desk?
Yeah, I'll bring that over.
Does Linley Blogbottom appear next to you and ask that question?
Yeah.
So she leans over the counter and goes, "Oh, okay. The reports that need to be prepared are simply basic accounting of your actions, any crimes you might have committed in the process that the guild may be liable for, so that we can, cover your tracks."
Oh, so it's not incriminating ourselves. It's
No.
so you can help us out.
We protect our own.
Of course.
And who
Any
is this
loot that you
project
keep.
manager that we need to bring?
Yes, the project manager will be the one keeping the report records. Behavior of other party members, simple accounting of anything that you go through. We just like to keep analytical data so that we can research how to better help our adventurers.
I think we can handle this.
Who would you like to register as your project manager?
Might as well be me.
So I slightly raise my hand as Finley says that, and then I put it down when Finley says that. And
Okay. So she stamps the form and then hands it over to you and says, "Very well. In the next 10 days, you must complete a 5-day patrol of Sector E. It is your responsibility, Mr. Flogbottom."
Oh, child's play. I assure you.
Now, it's not listed on this particular quest, so anything that you loot, you may keep. We only ask that you bring back any guild adventurer cards and bodies of any fallen adventurers in the sector that you may encounter.
Okay.
Will you require any hirelings?
How much do they cost?
Well, their services are available for 1 silver a day.
We'll take 5.
Very well. We have just enough orphans here to complete that task.
Perfect.
orphans, like children?
Yes. Part of the Adventuring Guild's charter in every country that it operates in is that it will take in any orphans that are available. We train them to become adventurers. This is part of their apprenticeship.
This is a fairly reasonably high quest, right? So
Yes.
is it suitable for children to be?
It is up to
Coming
you to
along?
protect them. We will only be choosing our most senior hirelings, but they will be cooking your meals, finding your food.
They're basically like servants for us, Kelly. It's
Exactly.
great.
They'll be
It's
cleaning all of your equipment and generally making your day easier.
They won't be in any real danger.
They'll be in extreme danger.
They're not going to be doing our fighting for us.
They will definitely not be doing that.
Okay.
Take it from me, a yearly dues payer. This is standard operating procedure.
You haven't paid your dues in 83 years.
Prove it. And I walk away.
How about all these carbon?
As you walk away, she just holds up the sheet with your debt on it and then puts it back down and just turns to Callie and is just like, I feel that you may have made a mistake allowing him to be project manager.
It'll most likely be myself or Tiefling that will probably do the work, but He likes to put his names on stuff.
If the camera turns to Daka, he was like already teaching one of the orphans how to roll a paper. And then you have to lick it. You have to lick it.
It might just be myself, actually, by the sounds of things.
Wait, I'm
Alright.
sorry. Kelly can read now and write.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
this Kelly has a background as a scholar.
That's right.
Kelly got some hooked on phonics.
I think this Kelly has more languages than I do.
Yeah,
I've got
definitely. She's also very equipped to handle any sort of magical, inquisitive questions that people might have.
Right.
So she was focused as a scholar for hunting artifacts mostly. So think Indiana Jones, but in chainmail, and a woman and a dragon.
And no whip.
And a dragon. I think you should probably put that one first. It kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It belongs in a museum.
Indiana was the dog's name.
Just call me Indy Pa. God, I need to watch that movie again.
Well, for some reason, they're all trending on Netflix right
They're on Netflix? Okay.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Netflix has been pushing all them in.
Maybe because they're leaving because of Disney.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? So I guess the next stop is to make sure that we have. I mean, I guess we're literally fresh out of the mountain as far as resources is concerned. So we have all of our rations and stuff like that. So,
Well, for one thing, you haven't slept yet. Today.
Fine.
It's 4 a.m. Most of you are drunk. Who knows where Agram went off to? And you haven't eaten anything since this morning when you skipped breakfast. So you've gone almost 24 hours without eating and only drinking.
I think most of the party that Doc was hanging out with had the munchies pretty bad, so we went to breakfast.
You finally went back to go get breakfast at your inn? Very well.
Yeah, I think so, because we're all like, man, this dream weed makes me really hungry. Because we hotbox the entire bar.
Yes. Super unprofessional to Venturing Guild.
Well, they had a good time, I assume.
hey, we're high-ranking rock stars.
I will not contest that, if only because it's too ridiculous.
Flashback to those guards that I gave Dreamweed to singing like all along the watchtower in an old folky thing.
You head back to the Crystal Dagger at some point, I guess, and had breakfast. Probably around the middle of the day.
Yeah, I take that bath now. I say to her.
Okay.
And I soak and be miserable because I was
No one
turned
wants to
down.
have sex with you?
Well, the married man doesn't want to have sex with me. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, incredibly specific.
Well, I mean, so my major character flaw is that I'm so up my own, but that I can't fathom why anyone would say no. So gotta play that shit out, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Agram, I want to know what happens with you.
Well, I think as a dwarf, I'm able to forgo food and just entirely sustain myself off of alcoholic beverages. I
That
think
is
it's a
not
racial
true.
thing.
Not even remotely. But the last thing I remember is you stormed away from the rest of the party.
I think I went back into the bar at some point.
Okay. Is that where
And
we catch
I
you?
was talking to the half passed out chick because I bought
Yeah, Crystal.
drinks and then I went to take it and then she took it.
And wouldn't let go.
Yeah, even though she didn't drink it, which is just a horrible waste.
It'll disappear eventually. You know, osmotic.
I'm sure it will. So I'm probably still in the said bar.
All right. Well, I mean, you've seen Lindley, Kelly, both pick up a quest, and Daka seems to be in a conversation about adventuring with Lycidia. Are you just drinking? Is that it? You're just rage drinking in the way that a dwarf does?
Why does that have to be rage drinking?
Well, you were upset, so
I'd say pout drinking.
Yeah, I think is there ever a point where a dwarf's not upset about something then?
That's his secret, AP. He's always angry.
pout
always
drinking
angry.
is just going to lead to somebody drawing like a kawaii chibi Agrim with red cheeks, just going.
Complaining that the beer's watered down, but it's actually his tears that are like diluted.
This guy have a twin tail beard.
This beer's really watery, but at least it's bottomless. There's just
Baka means idiot in dwarf.
Confirmed. Latest new trend.
Okay. If you're not doing
Dwarves
anything
are the-
special, then
dwarves
let
are
me
the
ask the whole
superior
group, what's
nipping.
happening with you? Again, you still have had yet to sleep, but you stayed up overnight and got drunk, and that some of you ate things and had a bath.
Yeah. The next morning I smell awesome. The water was scented. It was great. I smelled great.
Probably smell like whiskey and dried tears.
You also smell great.
Yeah.
Dwarven perfume. Whiskey.
Dude, if they made somebody else should make a whiskey scented candle, right? That's got to be a thing.
I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that.
I assume Daka just smells like smoke.
Yeah.
And Finley smells like digested paper.
Mm-hmm. And rainbows.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the rainbows.
All right. So
What? I'm sorry.
we
What do
good.
rainbows smell like exactly?
Skittles.
It's exactly like what you think they would.
Butter and tears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they taste like they
lube.
smell, you know.
All right. We going to the next morning?
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah, we probably should.
Do we have any money? Because we
Not
should
really.
potion
Not
up
really.
if we can.
Remember all the quests that we did up until this point we didn't get to do. So we have starting equipment money, basically.
All right.
And then it's only the start of your second day in this world. Well, I guess third
True.
day technically. You
Yep.
normally haven't done any quests by this point.
Well, I mean, at this area, if we would have fast forward, we would have done the salt mine and got
Sure.
that money. And
But that would
You know-
take days, right? So
yeah, but this is the fresh world.
I'm sorry, Dave. Sometimes time moves on. Scary, I know.
Yeah, can't help it.
I guess we have that quest to do.
Yep.
Your team of orphan hirelings is led by a young man. He seems like he's maybe 14 or 15. His name is Tomas, and he very obviously is trained to be a fighter.
He was the one I was teaching how to roll papers.
He's the alpha orphan.
He's wearing leather armor. He's got a wooden training sword strapped over his back so he can quickly whoosh it forward. But he and all of his dudes have large empty backpacks, and then around their belt they just have empty sacks everywhere.
Yep. I can probably carry more than all of them combined, but that's all
No.
right. That's cool.
Not even remotely. You
They
think you can carry
carry-
more than 5 strength 10 people at 19
Yes.
strength?
Yes.
No.
My max carrying weight is 285. And if it was to be level 10, let's see.
Each one of these guys has a
level-
carrying capacity of 150, and their current equipment weighs 12 pounds. So just 2 of them can match you. And you're wearing armor.
Yeah, but you don't count the armor. Like it's
Yes,
half.
you do! You count all of that
Half.
shit!
It's half.
Are you not counting that?
I
do you
am.
mean it's
all
half?
in my. It's all in the inventory here.
Oh my god, Dave. You don't count the things you're wearing towards your carrying capacity. Have you played D&D before? Or lifted an object before?
Look, man, this is New Game Plus. Okay.
Obviously,
Facial-
since I've equipped this to my right hand, this no longer has any weight at all.
It's true.
What's
That's
inside
what
has
plus
become a
means.
Newtonian fluid, really.
Look, man, if you're gonna bring the guild system from anime in, you know what I'm saying?
I had to
about
write
it.
this guild system, you motherfucker.
All right, so boys, here's the thing we're looting: tapestries. Tapestries, as far as the eye can see. We're getting all of them.
Let me ask you a question. How many intact tapestries do you think you're going to find in a 2,000-year-old elven city?
Oh, we'll accidentally stumble into the place that no one's looted yet. Find a dragon, become skeletons.
Now
you know.
who's spending too much attention to anime right there?
Find that magical item that puts us into A rank. You know,
Yeah, of course.
and then we have adventures. So,
God blesses you so that you get special abilities that no one else has, called a cheat skill, and then you go to live a
Yeah.
slow life.
yeah, my cheat skill is that I can pull ingredients from Amazon.
There are several mangas where that actually is a thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I was referencing
Really bad. They're
I
all
know.
terrible.
What's that? I bought some steak, and everyone in fantasy world is amazed by this steak. God damn.
If
Well,
this is a manga
four of you-
conversation, I have no ground to stand
It's
up.
fine. The four of you, your 5 hirelings, and your 4 friends in Team Lycidia all set out south towards the familiar camping spot that you know that you will reach by the end of the day at a normal transfer pace. The hirelings entertain themselves as any boys' choir would by singing traveling songs, but they do it as a quintet at different harmonies.
Barbershop quartet.
Well, quintet style, but yes.
I'm teaching them songs.
Yeah. What songs are you teaching them?
There's one called The Joker and the Thief.
Okay, you're just teaching them Jimi
Hendrix
Hendrix
songs,
songs. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
They're pretty good at learning that stuff quickly.
I might teach them Smoke on the Water, something different. Some Deep Purple, you know.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Teach them some Wu Tang.
Team Lycidia has
Yeah.
not brought any hirelings with them. And they march quietly throughout the day.
I whisper to Kelly, see, no hirelings. That's a rookie mistake.
Yeah, they're gonna have to carry all their own tapestries.
Yeah. They're not even counting their carry weight correctly.
Yeah, rain caps, right?
That's right.
Towards the end of the day, you all arrive at the same depressed campsite next to the lovely river where people have time to fish. At this time, Gustav pulls out a collapsible fishing rod. It seems to be dwarven in make, and it's metal. And he starts stringing in some line and heading over there. Lycidia is sitting down with Nom Nom and Crystal, whose face you have yet to see, and telling ancient mythological tales from her studies at college.
I literally grab my fishing rod and I start walking off, but then she starts telling tales, and I look over my shoulder. I'm just like,
You're torn. A
I'm
little
torn.
bar begins expanding at the bottom of the screen as you keep licking between the two options.
50% of people want to explore. 51% of people want to fish.
I'm gonna go fish. I'll go fish.
Okay. You head off into the darkening evening with Gustav.
Round 2, fight.
Daka, Finley, Ingram, what's up with the three of you?
Probably listening to some tales.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably just glad that the children aren't singing anymore.
Well, if they're singing and annoys you, you can just ask them to stop. They're your hirelings.
I don't know why these children are following us around. I wasn't there when Finley paid for them.
That's true.
I just assume there's just a bunch of orphans following us around.
I tell the orphans to sing.
Okay. They begin singing dwarven campfire songs.
See?
They settle into
dwarven-
a half circle around Agrim to try to cheer him up.
The dwarven songs are like, there once was a man from Nantucket. Right?
No, they're
Like-
not limericks. You know, they're like bardic sagas outlining the heroic life or tragic fall of heroes of dwarves past.
Let me tell you the tale of boat murdered.
Yeah, they actually probably would tell the tale of boat murdered. They start in on a 5-part saga of the struggle of the dwarves against the elephant. It's epic. It's very good. The whole
a good
time,
story.
Finley is smiling in a corner, trying not to laugh at this whole thing. Daka, Lycidia is telling a tale called The Sleeping Man and the Swan. It is a story about 4 travelers on a magical ship on a journey to nowhere. They are all sleeping so that when they arrive, they can be refreshed. But one of the travelers is different than the others. They have an inquisitive mind. They want to know more about the world around them. And so they create a copy of themselves using the magic of the boat. They siphon the boat's magic off in their sleep and create a second them. Almost a third of the tale is a conversation between the sleeping man and his copy. And in the end, they both agree that because they're the same person, that the copy will then take no name and will simply transform itself into a swan and go ahead of the ship. And when the time comes, the swan will return to the sleeping man and tell him everything he needs to know about what, is ahead of the ship. And so that when all 4 people wake up, the sleeping one can then impress the others with his great knowledge.
Cool.
AKA Berserk.
I've never seen Berserk, so I don't know what you're talking about.
There's an entire arc where they're stuck on a boat for like fucking literal months in real time.
Well, Vinland Saga would also do that as well.
Is this something I've probably never heard this before because this is a new place with, I'm assuming, a different past than Doc is used to.
So,
Like, how much does folklore transfer over from the previous?
you
world
have
we're
heard this
in?
story before. It's never been popular as far as you know. And it's mostly been associated with the elves. So it's kind of weird for you to be hearing a human telling it.
There's probably an elf back in the cult that
Sure.
would tell these tales all the time.
Yeah.
Can I
I just want to.
can I roll a thing to see if I throw up or if I remember something?
Yes,
specific?
absolutely. You should make an intelligence roll because this particular point is going to be very important.
Oh shit! Intelligence is bad.
Mm-hmm.
15 is
15.
not bad.
Hey.
You recall during your conversations with that skeletal snake monster back in the desert.
Mhm.
Cannot remember.
Did I write it down?
Uruk.
Yeah, that's it.
He indicated that the 4 of you, all of your pasts were fictional. That you are 4 heroic soldiers from the past who were chosen by the god to travel into the future, and your memories might not be as real as you believe them to be. You don't throw up this time, but now you're like, what is real? What is reality? What is the nature of reality? Also, I'm super high right now.
Maybe even like, because the cult that I believe I came from was in the mountains. So maybe
Yes.
this time there's like more ocean than I'm used to.
No.
There's more of the
The land
story?
has not changed overly much.
Okay.
From what you've seen, right? You've only seen a very small portion of the continent, but it's not like there's suddenly new rivers or anything.
Is there anything else that I remember from my own past?
I mean, from your past, there's nothing particularly that stands out more than what you could tell me. Oh, this is gonna be loud. Thanks for the bits. There's nothing more that you remember that you don't already have access to. There's a time where you lived with your family in this cult that was dedicated to the unnamed mask. You had an item that you were holding on to. That item was thrown to Stalvin Black when he came to pick it up. But now you're like, what happened? And I will remind you that in your conversation with Stalvin Black, when you accused him of having taken something from you, he was like, I've never met you before in my life. The pieces are starting to fall back into place for you. So while you sit and pensively smoke and draw yourself deeper into your memory, that just leaves Finley, who's not involved in the singing, to hear Nom Nom begin speaking in Orcish and bragging loudly. He occasionally looks over at you and then says, "Ah! Nom Nom offer halfling good ale from deep beneath the earth.
I'll take it.
Come, sit by Nom Nom."
I sit on his lap.
Okay, your butt can fit on one of his massive...
Yeah.
You just jacked. He pours the, like over you, and he's like, "Nom Nom, tell you story of Nom Nom's retreat from Underworld.
Sounds interesting.
Where Nom Nom comes from, Nom Nom is regarded as very handsome and highly ranked socially.
I can see that.
Not understand common language very well. Pronouns, tenses, verbs, Orcish adverb not exist.
You're doing very well.
Nom Nom, thank you. Nom Nom is a prince. Father, war chief. Nom Nom, like many orc of his age, forced underground by dwarven scavengers, come down from mountain, casting lightning before them with warhammer. Griffin. All orcs of his age, Nom Nom as well, go blind-ish. Cave adaptation, they call it. Nom Nom not like walking, bright sunlight, hurt eyes. But Nom Nom okay with it. Nom Nom not blame dwarves. Dwarves just doing what dwarves. Nom Nom does what Nom.
And what does Nom Nom do?
So he picks you up and sets you aside, and he stands up and like see his fists start to glow for a moment, and then he's like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. And in the space of a few seconds, he manages to lash out with almost a dozen attacks. You've never seen anyone move this fast. Even when Kelly is using Action Surge, Kelly doesn't move this quickly.
Where did you learn how to do that?
This Nom Nom ancestral art passed down from warchief to warchief. Nom Nom very special. Must learn. Many years of practice beneath the earth. Nom Nom now used to kick ass.
Hell yeah.
Also kick face.
Ass is fine.
Nom Nom kicks of several locations, often at once.
I can see that. Well, I mean, I couldn't really see it, but...
Lycidia is dying, by the way, of laughter in the corner.
Well, hopefully we won't have to put your skills to the test, but you never know.
Nom
You must
Nom.
remain vigilant.
Nom Nom far too strong for A sector. We only going for... And then he like looks over at Lycidia and Crystal and then turns away and just sips from his mug.
Yes, we're going to the inner city.
Nom Nom almost strong enough to go to inner city. by himself.
Oh yeah. Well, that's almost. That's why you need our help, right? I think we can help each other.
Nom Nom does not like to receive charitable aid. It diminishes his standing.
Oh, it's not charity. I charge a costly fee for my assistance, so
Nom
you don't have to
Nom.
worry about that.
Nom Nom will remember this.
Hmm. So will I.
You pay Nom Nom if he saves you?
Maybe we'll hammer out the finer details of the contract as we travel. We've got plenty of time.
Nom Nom is excellent negotiator.
Ah, yes, I can tell.
So he
You're going to be
pours,
quite the adversary.
pours more ale out for you. The
Mmm.
camera helicopters spiraling away from the campsite as it heads out to the river, where Gustav is sitting down attaching some wriggling bait.
Okay, so I'll walk over and I'll say, you seem to be handling that pole all right.
Look. Kelly Nala, right?
Kelly's fine.
I appreciate your interest. I'm flattered by it, really.
Oh, shut your mouth. I'm here to fish.
I agree. I'm also here to fish.
So I'll sit down and I'll pull out a rod and sit down and throw it into the water. And I'll just sit there quietly for a moment, unless he says anything.
He
Before
right
it's done.
before you're about to say something, he says something. He says,
Hmm.
"Where I come from, two people fish together. They wait for one of them to talk about their problems. You know, their father, their life, their children, drinking problems. You got anything that you want to share with me? You know, nothing will go beyond this, the sacred oath of the fisherman."
I turn and look at him, and I sort of
I'm
chuckle.
all
to
out
myself.
of love. It's so hard without you.
And I'll say to him, "Is like, I don't think you want to hear what I have problems with. It would. I don't think you would have any ideas of how to help or advise someone in my situation."
Okay, we can just sit here in silence then.
But you brought it up. There must be something biting at your bait.
Nope.
Let's just keep fishing.
Okay. Let's make
Like
a roll
that-
to see how good your fishing is.
It's like
this
that
is a
scene in
tool.
Goodwill Hunting if they were just both silent on the bench.
Just make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, I've got a tool here.
Oh,
I
you
got,
do? Okay,
uh,
yeah, go make that.
13.
All right, yeah. You don't just catch one fish; you catch several fish. Some of them are smaller than others, maybe longer than fist size, but you do get two forearm length fish, which for you are pretty considerable.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking like longer than a foot for some of them.
All right. Well, how's he doing in terms of fishing?
I mean, he keeps pulling up junk, you know, like tree branches, like an old sword hilt, and then just like an eel.
That eel's disgusting. Don't even try and eat it.
He pulls the eel out and he's like, "This eel is gonna be delicious. I can't wait to fry this up over the fire."
It's okay. He can be wrong.
Listen, let me tell you something. Atomic, unagi is the greatest of all sushi. You want to slice that eel up, you put that bitch on a barbecue. It's okay. We can have diverse interests here, friend. You're still wrong. Eel is delicious, but
Alligators where it's at.
I'm sorry that an alligator doesn't spawn out of the river and try to fucking eat the party.
So as I'm packing up my fishing gear, I'll turn to my companion and I'll say, "Why are you trying to force Lycidia into being an adventurer when clearly she's not cut out for it?"
Lycidia is an adventurer. We don't force her into anything, no. I've been with her for over a year now. I look out for her, but it's time. We're taking her to go get her first kill so that she can start raising up the ranks.
She hasn't.
She's participated, but she's never finalized.
Oh, well, all right. I won't tell a man how to catch a fish, I suppose, but
Look, it's different for wizards, you know? People like you and me pull out a long object made out of metal. Sometimes it has fire on the end of it. Sometimes it doesn't. He's like looking over at your sword. You get the idea he's maybe a little jealous. You hit someone with it until they stop moving. Normally it's going to be very bloody, but they're...
you know how I got this?
No. You want to tell me?
I had to run through an entire arrow storm from about 30 halflings and fight another dragonborn after he had killed my companions.
Oh.
I had to drag him through the mud. All the while he was killing my friends left and right. This sword represents a pivotal moment for me. And in all honesty, babying an adventurer until they get their first kill, or however you want to call it, it's just gonna... doing that will just get someone else hurt.
I disagree. I've met several wizards before that contribute in other ways. Ancient
Sure.
text, knowledge. Some of them are very good at illusion work or enchantment. And some are just very good at blowing things up with fire. Lycidia is more the book type. And you know what? That's fine. Some adventuring parties need things like that. But until she gets her kill, she's never going to be able to rise through the ranks and get those kind of quests. Nobody hires a bookworm at such low ranks.
I'm a scholar myself. I don't think it has anything to do with whether or not someone is able to read in several different languages or not.
Are you bragging about how many languages you can read in?
It's 4.
Okay. That's impressive.
And they're all dead languages, by the way, too.
Oh, well, I mean, I speak enough Elvish to get through a whorehouse, but...
Yes, I'm sure you visit whorehouses all the time.
You know, in my younger days, I was accounted as a master swordsman in more way than one.
Oh, yeah? I don't believe you.
I'm not going to have this conversation. He's like finishing up his catch, and he just throws the eel over his shoulder and starts heading back to the campsite.
You know, you're missing out. You do know that, right?
As he walks back through the edge of the fire, he marches over to Henley and says, "Hey, Lindley.
Mm-hmm.
You should have a tall drink poured for Kelly.
Okay.
Because she's thirsty all the time."
Oh, yeah. She is pretty thirsty.
Did Dave just fucking get up and walk away?
I have to.
Dave's like, "I was burned so bad, I gotta get some aloe vera, put it on my ass."
I come back to the camp and I slam the fish down on the dirt, I guess, and I just grab the drink.
So when you do that, your 5 hirelings, led by Tomas, immediately pick up your fish. They start descaling it and gutting it.
Don't fucking touch my fish.
All right, they stop.
You know, sometimes I like gutting things myself, and I just, rip the guts out of the fish.
They start setting up a cooking set over the fire, like a flat ironing pan, and greasing it so that you can put the fish on it to warm it up real good.
Yeah. You know what? I am also going to make a cooking check here, Arthur.
Okay.
Just to impress people.
Okay.
I don't remember what we set for cooking though. So.
I mean, you can make it at the same roll as fishing.
Right.
Do you have a cooking set, and are you proficient with it?
I have the same sets that I had before. I don't think I'm proficient with it.
Okay. Well, then just roll it with no proficiency.
I'll just make another.
Yeah, you can just make the roll, and we'll take 3 off or whatever.
10.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you make a reasonable meal. It's nothing that's going to impress anybody, right? You got some.
I'm also doing it angrily.
Yeah. You know, it's just like you go to a restaurant, you order fish, you get fish. You get it. You put down in front of everybody exactly what they thought they were going to get. Gustav has sliced in one motion the entire eel and degutted it, and he's frying it up on the thing. And he's doing the same thing that you do. Like whenever one of the hirelings get closer, he's like, "No, stop, boy, stop! Don't touch it. It's not ready to be flipped over yet. You have to wait until it sizzles.
It's fucking raw.
You fucking donkey!
I like the idea that there's like a waiter almost like hovering, like, trying to get in there and flip the thing, and I like slap his hand away, and it's like
Probably the scent of food kind of snaps Doc out of his like memory haze and general haze. Because he's not really hungry, but he just likes the way food feels on his teeth sometimes.
Okay. I don't understand that feeling, but I'm sure there are people who watch the show that do. Yeah, Lesidia keeps telling more stories throughout dinner, in between bites of white fish.
Are they in the same line? Like, do I still remember them? And
yeah, she's telling a cautionary tale that is taught to all first-year enchanter students, bards, warlocks, sorcerers, wizards. It's about a sorceress and a wizard who both hate each other in a small village. One day, the wizard needed a particular set of regents and arcane components, and so he heads over to the sorceress's place. She refuses to give him the components that he's asking for, so he casts Charm Person on her and has her hand them over. In revenge, the next day, she casts Charm Person on him, and they continue casting increasingly more powerful enchantment spells on each other until one day, several weeks later, they wind up married. Every morning casting enchantment spells on each other so they don't lose the love that they now have.
magical 51st dates or some shit.
Yeah. It's a story meant to prevent enchanters from suffering from mistakes like that. That they should never, ever use enchantment magic except in cases of emergencies. That if you attempt to abuse it, in the end, it will abuse you.
And this is probably harkening back to like if Kelly told us about the Guardian being like, "You fucked everything up. Stop doing that."
50-page of Gios. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Man. I'm gonna look around to the party though to see if any like familiarity in their eyes, like if they know the story.
Can I make a history check?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm proficient in it.
I'm just
Anybody
thinking of
that
the
has
time.
anyone that has proficiency in Arcana automatically knows the story.
Oh, then I do.
Yeah, you know the story.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I when she finishes the story, I actually like give a more thorough retelling of it. I
You're
was
like,
actually,
no. You didn't even get the names right, okay?
Yeah. Like
Kelly's like telling all the stuff that, in a book when there's asterisks behind everything,
Yeah,
or
the
like tiny numbers, and like
annotations.
all the stuff is at the bottom. Kelly's telling all that stuff.
Kelly is the director's commentary.
And then when if she goes, really, I don't believe you, and then I just like, well, if you've actually read blah 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 blah, and I actually give sources for all the stuff that I'm talking
Thurston's
about. As well.
Guide to Endemic Systemic Failures of Magical Casting. Yeah, for the rest of you, this is pretty surprising. Kelly has never been particularly magically gifted.
I'm still just shocked that Kelly can fucking read now. And it's just
Yeah.
See, this is the good thing about this game, because you can have these sweeping changes that are massive character developments, and all I had to do was for 28 episodes be dumb as shit when it comes
Yeah.
be consistent to it.
Now you've turned into that person that's really fun at parties.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean,
Well, actually,
This is why Daka does drugs, by the way.
that whole part of this character was because of Arthur's fault that he gave me. So, yeah. Kelly wasn't originally going to be like that, but she is now. So
Daka would absolutely be the actually guy if he was smart at all and wasn't super druggy.
Actually,
I don't
Yeah.
think you have to be smart. You just spend like one way too many 3 a.m.s on Wikipedia going down that rabbit hole.
I've just got very high charisma, so I can convince people that I know what I'm saying.
You can bullshit your way through a conversation.
I'm like the majority of like political YouTubers right now.
Fair enough.
As the night begins to wind down, I believe that we shall take our break here. And when we come back, we'll talk about Watch Order, if you'd like to set one. And what you
I'm
do.
throwing these kids to the wolves.
I mean, you can have them do your watch for you. There's 5 of them. They can rotate. If you
That
trust
might
them.
actually be nice because we haven't slept yet, have we?
No, you have not.
yeah, make the kids stand.
And you
watch.
guys rarely ever sleep more than 6 hours because you always, even when you're in inns, you still rotate through. You could get a 10, 12-hour nap time in here.
Sweet.
Henley's new Dragonborn should have been a desert dragon because, man, she is always thirsty.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Kelly had a thirst, like the original Kelly, but not to this extent. Like the fact that there was a rejection in there is part of the reason, to be honest.
Well, at least for Kelly, Kelly Mark 1, there's literally an incubus involved that kind of started that whole thing, not just, rejection.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go more deeper into the psychological depths of new Kelly versus old Kelly when we return in about 8 to 10 minutes. Stick around. Swoosh fire noises.